In the small town of Ravenswood, nestled deep within the thick woods of Maine, there existed a legend that sent a shiver down the spine of the bravest souls. It was a tale whispered in hushed tones, a story of an old mansion known as the Grimwood Manor. The mere mention of its name was enough to strike fear in the hearts of the townsfolk, for they believed it to be haunted by a dark presence. The legend spoke of a family who once resided in the mansion, the Grimwoods. They were a reclusive and mysterious family who rarely ventured out into the town, preferring to keep to themselves within the walls of their grand estate. Rumors spread like wildfire about the Grimwoods, whispers of dark rituals performed within the confines of the mansion, of strange lights flickering in the dead of night, and of chilling screams that echoed through the woods. Among the townspeople, there existed a group of teenagers who thrived on seeking thrills and unraveling mysteries. They were known as the Midnight Society, a tight-knit group who would gather under the cloak of darkness to share stories of the supernatural and the unexplained. One fateful night, as the full moon cast an eerie glow over the town, the Midnight Society found themselves drawn to the Grimwood Manor, unable to resist the allure of its dark history. The leader of the group was Alex, a bold and charismatic young man with a keen sense of adventure. He had heard the tales of the Grimwood Manor since he was a child, and now, as he stood before its imposing gates, he felt a mixture of excitement and apprehension. The rest of the Midnight Society, Sarah, Jake, and Emma, followed closely behind, their eyes wide with anticipation. With trembling hands, Alex pushed open the ancient gates, their rusty hinges groaning in protest. The group made their way up the winding path that led to the mansion, the night air thick with a sense of foreboding. As they approached the grand entrance, the wooden doors swung open of their own accord, as if beckoning them inside. The interior of the Grimwood Manor was a maze of dark corridors and shadowed rooms, illuminated only by the flickering light of their flashlights. The air was heavy with the scent of decay and damp earth, and the walls seemed to whisper ancient secrets. Alex led the way, his heart pounding in his chest as they ventured deeper into the depths of the mansion. They soon came upon a grand staircase that spiraled upwards, disappearing into the darkness above. Alex hesitated for a moment, his instincts warning him of the danger that lay ahead. But the allure of the unknown called to him, fueling his curiosity. As they ascended the staircase, a chill wind swept through the halls, extinguishing their flashlights and plunging them into darkness. Panic seized Alex, his heart racing as he fumbled for his light. And then, in the pitch blackness, a faint glow appeared at the end of the hallway, a pale, ghostly light that seemed to float towards them. The Midnight Society stood frozen in terror as the figure materialized before them, a spectral presence clad in tattered rags. Its eyes glowed with a malevolent intensity as it spoke in a voice that sent shivers down their spines. "I am the keeper of the Grimwood Manor," it intoned, its voice echoing through the halls. "You trespass upon sacred ground, and now you must pay the price." With a flick of its hand, the figure summoned forth a swirling vortex of darkness that enveloped the group, pulling them into its depths. They plummeted through a void of swirling shadows and twisted reality, their screams drowned out by the cacophony of the unknown. When they awoke, the Midnight Society found themselves in a realm unlike anything they had ever known. The air was thick with an otherworldly energy, and the ground beneath their feet pulsed with a sinister power. As they rose to their feet, they beheld a sight that filled them with dread. The Grimwood Manor stood before them, its dark silhouette looming against the crimson sky. Alex and his friends knew then that they were no longer in Ravenswood, but trapped within the very heart of the Grimwood Manor itself. They had become ensnared in a nightmare of their own making, a reality where the line between dream and nightmare had blurred beyond recognition. As they ventured deeper into the twisted corridors of the manor, they encountered horrors beyond their wildest imagination. Creatures of darkness and shadow that hungered for their souls, rooms filled with the echoes of past tragedies, and a malevolent presence that watched their every move with malicious glee. But amidst the terror and despair, the Midnight Society clung to the flicker of hope that burned within their hearts. Together, they faced the darkness that threatened to consume them, drawing strength from their bond of friendship and resilience. In the shadows of the Grimwood Manor, they discovered the truth behind the legend that had ensnared them, a tale of betrayal, sacrifice, and a curse that had plagued the Grimwood family for generations. And as they unraveled the mysteries that lay hidden within the mansion's walls, they uncovered a path to redemption and salvation. In a final showdown with the malevolent force that sought to claim their souls, the Midnight Society stood united against the darkness, their courage shining bright in the face of true evil. With a collective cry of defiance, they banished the spirit from the Grimwood Manor, breaking the curse that had held the mansion in its grip for so long. As the first light of dawn broke over the horizon, the Midnight Society emerged from the Grimwood Manor, their bodies weary but their spirits undaunted. They knew that they had faced a horror beyond comprehension and survived, their bond stronger than ever before. The legend of the Grimwood Manor lived on in Ravenswood, a cautionary tale of the dangers that lurked in the shadows. But for the Midnight Society, it was a testament to their courage and resilience in the face of the unknown, a story of mystery and horror that would forever be etched in their hearts. And so, as the town of Ravenswood returned to normalcy, the Midnight Society carried with them the memories of their harrowing ordeal, a reminder that even in the darkest of times, the light of friendship and hope would always prevail. And the legend of the Grimwood Manor would forever be a chapter in their shared history, a tale of mystery and horror that had tested their bonds and forged them anew.